Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Card round 22, week 5. I hope that you are all good.
Good morning.
Oh, and I've got the sound on my laptop, which is not good. Just heard myself. So I hope you can hear me okay. Well, I know you can because I've just heard myself. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee and Card round 22, week 5. Yes, it's very warm. Yes, I'm melting. I'm going to have to move downstairs after I've done this video because it's very warm up here. So luckily, it's not so lucky in the winter, but our lounge is really quite cold as it goes, and it's got a wood floor and an open staircase upstairs, so a lot of air circulates. Now that means it's not so good in winter, but on days like this it's a lot more pleasant. So I shall be retreating down there and maybe doing some crafting on the dining table. I do need to film some reels today. So yeah, really warm, but you know, we're powering through. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this morning. Please do leave a comment. I have to say, if you're watching on Facebook, there's a lot more chit chat goes on over on YouTube. Hi Lynn, hi Val, hi Anne, hi Jill, hi Wendy. There's a lot more chit chat goes on over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is the Paper Haven, exactly the same as the Facebook page. There's a lot more chit chat. I do have to say, I've got a couple of parcels that I've needed to go out yesterday and today, but quite frankly, I'm not venturing out there. I don't want to burden the post people either. I don't want to give them unnecessary post. So I shall be taking my parcels tomorrow when it's going to be a mere 22. Where I live. So I am actually expecting an important phone call. Well, not actually expecting it this morning, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get the phone call. I never really get phone calls. My dad phoned me last week and interrupted the broadcast. So if that happens, I do want to say now, if that happens, if I do get a phone call and it interrupts everything, I'll take everything down and I'll wait till the nearest sort of on the hour or on the half hour, and I'll program. I can feel myself getting warmer. So customer service warning. Let's turn the camera around. Okay, customer service message. Bookings close today. I need to put my order in this evening for the Full of Love Coffee and Card, which is round 23, starts on the 2nd of August, and it's for 4 weeks. Here are the cards we're going to be making. I thoroughly enjoyed making these, and I can't wait to share this with you. Thank you to the ladies who've booked on so far. Could still do with a little bit more love if anyone wants to take part, and I do have some cheaper options for those who already have the colours. Just to let you know, the colours that we're using are Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green and Polished Pink. They're the blends. You can either go for just the option with the stamp set, and you need just one ink pad. I'm trying to make it easy for everybody. One ink pad, basic grey, and then there's options for 1 pack of blends, 2, 3 and 4. If you go for the 3 and 4 blends, you get a celebration item. So just to let those know who are watching on Facebook, there is a lot more chit chat. If you like the chit chat on the live chat, then there's a lot more on the YouTube. So these are the cards today. If you're one of my new followers as well, I have had a few lately. Please do say hi. Please don't be shy. We are a friendly crew. So this is the card that I'm going to be making today. It is back to one of my signature style cards, which is a bit of a patchwork card. And there's not much stamping. I'm going to try not to rush it through too quickly, but I am absolutely burning up as I'm doing this. So the card may become a fan, like that, carry a little bag. Oh, that bag. Oh, if you've got your bag with your stuff in, they do waft quite nicely. Okay, in your pack, you should have a fresh freezer card base. a pool party layer and a basic white layer. Okay. Then we also have, this is retired, but I thought it worked really well, some gorgeous grape sheer ribbon, lovely bit of my fave linen thread, and a little stitched circle. And here is the card in a bit more detail. Okay. So, first thing is, I'm going to grab my papers. And the best thing about this is it uses up those scraps. Now remember, we cut this piece last week. We need to keep that for next week. Other than that, pretty much good to go with things. So I'm probably going to use that piece to cut some flowers out, which I'm going to show you in a second. Now these scraps are perfect, so have a look and see if you've got any little scrippy scraps. And they need to be, excuse me, 2.5 centimetres square. So I'm just going to go through my box of this paper and see what I've got that I could potentially cut down. I obviously don't want to, because I've got a lot of this paper, because I end up making these cards twice. So as you can see, I've got a lot of this paper. You see, that's perfect. We always end up with these scraps, and these cards are just the perfect cards to do these. Perfect papers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The heat's got to me. Right, okay. Hopefully I've got enough there. Oh, I do like that one. Oh, I've got some there, I think. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okie doke. Right, I don't know if you can see, but I don't always do this. Sometimes I just do the patchwork squares, but on this one I've cut out some extra flowers and I've just tucked them behind the little stitched circle. Oh, you've changed to YouTube, Ella. Yeah, there's just a bit more chit chat, Ella, if that's what you like. Oh, okay. I'm going to use my mini trimmer today because it's really good for, I'm going to say it's really good for stuff like this, but actually. So I'm going to cut, we need 12 strips. Not 12 strips, 12 squares. Okay. Oh, I'm going to go back to my normal. You know when you're just used to something, and I like to use the 2.5 centimetres at this side. So we need 12 squares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of each piece. Okay. I like this one. I'd like to get a little bit of the blue on the piece, just to vary the colours a bit. So it's 2.5 centimetres square. If you're in the US and you're doing inches, that is just short of an inch. So you could adapt this and you could do it with inches. Inches. Any comments? Working from home. Oh, you can join me all day. Well, I don't know if I'll be online much today, Ella. I'm going to be doing some, I think I'm going to be doing some gentle design work this afternoon. Christmas cards. Can you believe it? Wow, I've got 29 of you watching. I think that's probably a record. You must all be trying to escape the heat. So please do say hi. I must have some new people on. if I've got 29 on. So please do say hi. Let me know where you're from, how you found me. Oh, hi, Paula. Is it Paula from Wales? Don't want to say your surname because it's not on. Is it Paula from Wales? Morning, Caroline. Thank you, Val. Don't worry, Ella. 3. I'm just counting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. Okay. Let's do a couple more. So we can always add more. We'll do some more of these. Oh, hi, Tracy. Oh, that's brilliant that you're not at work. I think I've picked up a few extra people who may be having the day off or who may be working from home and are cheekily watching. I won't tell anyone. Your secret's safe with me. Right. Okay, I've got 12 little squares. If you're crafting along at home and you want to know the dimensions of this, please ignore my dirty ruler. It's horrendous. I'm going to have to give that a wipe. This is, the white piece is 8.5 by 12.8 centimetres. So the pool party piece is 9 by 13.3. So I thought it was you, Paula. Thank you for joining and thank you for your order the other day. Very much appreciated. Your first order, thank you. So the white card is 8.5 centimetres by 12.8 centimetres. And the pool party is 9 centimetres by 13.3 centimetres. Oh, Debbie, you're new. Don't recognise your name, so thank you for saying hi. Right, so what I like to do now is I like to pop these on. I'm not gluing them down, you might notice. I like to just see where they work, where they don't work, where I want them. Now, as a general rule, let's have a look. You want a little gap. How I've worked out the measurements, there should be a couple of millimetres of white showing either side and each end, like that. Okay, now what I don't like is I don't like to have the same pattern going down and I don't like to have it repeated going across, a bit like Sudoku. Okay, and I don't like to have 3 busy patterns because to me those 2 are busy and that one's a bit plainer. So I'm just going to pop them on and I like to just see where they fit. And without sort of a bit of purple and blue there. I'm not sticking them down, so I'm not committing myself. And I've got room to move them about if necessary, if I don't like how they look. Or if I run out of a certain one, that kind of thing. That one there. Now those 2, although they look similar, they are a different paper. This one's the one with a navy background. Okay. Now there's a busy one there. So let's pop that there. This one's probably going to get covered over. So I might pop that one there. That one's going to go there because I've not got that in that row. It's in that row. And I think I'll have that one there. And then let's have, I've totally contradicted what I said, but I'm going to have 2 busy ones at the bottom. That's fine. That's fine. Hi, Diane. Oh, I bet, Paula, I bet. But you managed to work the website correctly and put my code in. So that was great. So I'll be sending you a little gift next month as a thank you. Um, so yeah. Oh, hi, Kelly. Thank you so much for your comments, and thank you for leaving me comments. It's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Right. I'm going to now glue these down, and I like to start in a corner. Now also you will notice they fit perfectly across, but they don't fit so perfectly going down. There's a gap, okay? But that's fine because that means we leave a lovely little gap that fits our gorgeous ribbon in it, yeah? So that's okie dokie. Now I did get a question. I don't know if I addressed this last week. I might have done. Someone said to me, why doesn't anybody use tape these days? I think I might have mentioned it. Probably on Thursday night, and I was like, I do use tape, but could you imagine taping all these little squares down? No thanks. And it doesn't allow you much opportunity to manoeuvre. So this is why I like to use the wet glue, because it gives me a little bit of, I like to call it wiggle room. This, when I put my videos up, my little mini videos, my reels, call them what you want to, on TikTok and things, the most common question I get asked is, what glue am I using? That's the most common question. So let's talk about it. It's called multi-purpose liquid glue, but no one calls it that. We just call it Tombow because that's sort of the brand name and we sell it. It has this fine tip end, okay? It just unscrews off. Don't try and pull it off. It just unscrews. Don't try and unscrew that. I have had people do that in a class before. So I always, it's called a pen tip. You don't need a lot. Less is definitely more. And then on the other end, we have like a broad tip, like a spreader. I never really use that end. Okay. So this is my go-to glue. If you're in the UK, I think it's £4.75 or £4.50. If you come to my in-person classes, I always have glue on sale. You don't need a lot. As I said, less is more. So I just put a little square on like that. And as you can see, I don't go right up to the edge because when you push the piece of card or paper down, it spreads. If you're on YouTube, I would love it if you could do a thumbs up, please. That would be most appreciated. Val usually touts for my thumbs ups. She's a good one. We missed you last week, Val. We gave you a shout out, love. And on Thursday, unless you are Craig, yeah. Craig, my husband, he's done some videos with me and for me. And he likes to do little pictures with the glue on the back of his card. Okay, so we're nearly there. We're nearly there. And this card works really well, this design, with all different patterns of paper, styles of stamps. Great for using up your scraps. Yes, it is a bit fiddly. It is. But it's great for those people who are sewers and love like quilting and things like that. Val's a bit of a quilter. Okay, so let's do a nice bit of gentle cutting out. So we've got our patchwork all done, and I am going to cut out a dark purple one. I think it's a gorgeous grape. So I like to remove them from the big piece first. So I cut them out quite roughly, trying very carefully not to cut another flower. And then I'm going to cut out a smaller one. Ooh, should we go for a little pinky one? It's going on top of there. So that one's going to go on there. I might do a little pinky one. No, we'll do freesia because the card base is freesia. I've just got to get in and find this, get this one out that I want to use. If anybody is loving these papers, then they are on my website and they're called Hues of Happiness, Hues. And they are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, let's put these out now. I'm just looking at your comments. Oh, we were thinking of you, Val, and Thursday. Okay, so that's just going to sort of go there like that. Now, you might have noticed, for anyone who's new, I've left a little bit of a white edge, little border, because it just makes the flower stand out a little bit more. These are our best scissors. They're called paper snips. I mention them every single time I do a demo. They are the best. And then that one's going to go up there like that, you see. But we won't stick those down just yet. Right, shall we do a little bit of stamping? All we've got to do is stamp on here today. And I'm actually going to take my paper bag. You can use it as a little piece of scrap paper to stamp off with. So I'm going to use the stamp that says, "You are wonderful in every way." Let me find it first. I think it's that one. Yeah. And I'm going to pop it on my block. Ink it up with the grey. Tap, tap, tap. Just do light taps. Tap, 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 tap. None of this pushing like CPR. I'm going to do little light taps like that, and then straight down and back up. No rocking and rolling. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this on our circle, and some of the scrolly bit will be sort of hanging off the edge and you won't see it all, but that's fine. There we go. You are wonderful in every way. And then what I'm going to do, if you can see, now I didn't say you needed a coloured ink pad, so you don't have to do this, but if you have a look on the original, I've stamped quite lightly over the sentiment, and I just love the effect that that gives. I just love it. So I'm going to grab that stamp. I think it's that one. Is it that one? Let me investigate. No, it's this one, I think. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, and I'm going to pop it on my block. Now, it might be a bit dark, although I do think this Fresh Freesia ink pad, I'm using the Fresh Freesia, which is the same colour as the card. So all our inks coordinate with the card. It actually needs re-inking, does my ink pad, so it's going to be perfect. I'm going to stamp it, ink it up. I'm just going to stamp it over part of the greeting, just for a little effect. You can still read it, doesn't take anything away from it. Sepia, I know, but we've all seen it happen, Wendy. Light taps. I always say like you're a little bird pecking at the window. Right. Okay, well, we're nearly there, and I've not even had a drink. I think I need to rectify that. Let's have a drink of water. Okay. So another little fun fact for you. That lady who said on my Instagram, why don't people use tape anymore? Well, hey lady, I am using tape now. I love to use it for taping my ribbon down because ribbon and glue aren't really a good combo. So I'm going to push that to the back and I'm just going to tape that there like that. And then I'm going to hold that over there. Make sure it's pulled tightly. And then, now you can remove the back as you stick it down, but it's not really necessary. Not necessary really. But yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I am going to glue this white piece down to the pool party piece, PPP. So look, I've done a picture. Craig would be happy. I don't know what it is, but I've done a bit of glue art. It's a tennis court. I'll tell him it's a tennis court. Okay. So let's position these where we fancy having them. So there's probably going to be a little, no, not an overlap. See, well, we just want them sort of poking out. Oh, that needs to be a bit lower, I think. Now remember, you can have this hanging over the edge of the pool party because it's a lot, this piece is a lot smaller than the actual card. So don't worry about it sticking off the edge because it will still be on the card. And I quite like that effect when it's sort of sticking off the edge a little. Whoopsie. Yeah, I love that. Love, love, love that. Okie doke. And then I'm going to pop some dimensionals of foam pads, but we call them dimensionals at Stampin' Up. Okay. Right, actually. So one at the top and one at the bottom, definitely. And then I'm going to cut some of the edge pieces. You don't really want to put them where your ribbon's going to be because they won't stick. So I'm going to pop, got 2 at the top and sort of 1.5 at the top and 1.5 at the bottom, you can see. So that's going to go over there like that. And the sort of words sit in line with the ribbon. Yeah. Okay, and then the last bit is this lovely linen thread. You know I love this. We want to feed it under here. Now this is why I didn't put tape on the front, because I want to feed this linen thread under here. Like that. And I'm just going to tie it in a little bow. Don't overthink tying a bow with linen thread. Life's too short to get in a tiz about it. Pull it quite tight. Okay, and then you might want to just trim that down. I like having a little bit of length on the linen thread. Hi Susan, you're in New Jersey. Oh wow, Susan. I don't know if you know, but we got married in New York City in Central Park in May, and our photographer lives in New Jersey. Thanks for joining us, Susan. Have you been on before? Yeah, how cool. We got on a cruise for a week from Cape Liberty, actually. Oh, hi Maria. I'm just catching all your comments because I've been busy making, which is what I'm obviously supposed to be doing. There we have a finished card. It's just after 11. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm just waiting to see what Susan says about New York and New Jersey. So yeah, I've forgotten where our photographer lives. It begins with W in New Jersey. Oh, thank you, Anne. So next week is, normally I only do 5 weeks on a coffee and card, but because this one was a little bit more money, I wanted to give more value, well, extra value. Thank you, Paula. I wanted to give extra value and do 6 weeks this time. So we have got another week next week, and then on the 2nd of August, round 23 will commence. Now, you can make this card with any of the papers, just cut them down. And if you do want to take part and want to know a little bit more about what you get included and things like that, then you can find out a little bit more here on my website. I'm just reading Susan's comment. Yeah, Susan, we love New York, and we got married in Central Park at Wagner Cove in May. But yeah, so our lovely photographer was called Florencia, and yeah, she's from New Jersey. So yeah, we had a wonderful time. If I could share a photo on here, I'd share a photo, but I don't have the facility to do that. And we've not got any printed off yet. Can you believe it's like 2 months tomorrow? Oh, and we've not got any printed off. That's bad. Anyway, so this is today's card. Next week we're going to do one similar to this. I say similar because I might change this bit. I don't know if I was happy with it, but we're going to do this rainbow style slimline card, and I may even work out between now and then how to, if I can make come up with a little matching envelope using some of your leftover papers that you should have, because obviously it's a little bit of an unusual sized card. So yeah, we'll probably make a envelope with that. So that was this week's card. This is the next round of coffee and cards, starts on the 2nd of August. Bookings close tonight, so please do book on if you don't want to miss out on this one, because I'm so looking forward to this one. After this one, it will be Christmas one. Thank you, Wendy. Oh, Susan, we were so happy. We got married there because we both love it, and we're both a bit older, and we're 48, and we've been married before and both have 2 grown-up boys, and we just came and did it. It wasn't a secret, but we just came over and did it, the 2 of us, in Central Park. We just wanted something that was just about us and just about why we were doing it. So this is her name. I would highly recommend her. She's a beautiful person. But if Susan, if you do want to message me about her, then this is my email. Oops, I've done it too soon. Julie at the Paper Haven. Julie, no roses, coffee and chat papers, etc. you sent out. I'm not sure what you mean, Caroline. Deanne, oh, brilliant. Oh, I don't think, I've not done a YouTube of that, Deanne, I don't think. I think it's just on an Instagram reel. Yeah, I think it's just on an Instagram reel. So I've probably got a photo somewhere of it. But yeah. So, Caroline, I don't have the roses stamp set. I only have the papers. I've not ordered that one yet. I've had to sort of prioritise my spending. No, I've not done any cards with it yet. I do have a Facebook group that I can add you to, and people upload their ideas and things. So yeah, right. I'm going to go because I need to grab another drink. Thank you for your company today. It's been so lovely to have like 25 plus people on today. Thank you for keeping me company and for your lovely comments. And Susan, please message me, and I'll help you out there. But yeah, all right. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.